EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At their own 24-yard line. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Prescott. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's good for a Cowboys.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
48-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Take a look at the defense for these Texans.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
To the air again, Prescott.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Throwing, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 Texans. Buggy. Hey, south. Hey, uno. 11. Hey.
Here's Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Stroud.
That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Texans at 3-11 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Here we go. 118. Let's go.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Cavante Turpin,
60 yards!
and the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. 18. What's that?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it powers way up near the 25.
93 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and 3.
Here we go. On 18. Outside.
And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Outside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground to take it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Stroud looking to throw.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Let's go. On 18. Outside.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. On 18.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh, hey. 18. Outside.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter.
Able to slither by.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Michael Carter.
37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? 118. What's that?
Stroud to throw it.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Throwing now is Stroud.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out right at the 25. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
118. What's that?
Stroud.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
CeeDee Lamb, 65 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18, outside.
Looking to throw. Stroud.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Texans' 32-yard line.
Yeah! There we go.
On play action, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go. 18, outside.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Look the hot, look the hot. Don't worry.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
18, outside.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
And they It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken on the 25. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target, Lamb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
3rd down and 6.
Yeah, 47.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken in at the 11. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Stroud sets up the play action. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Prescott from the gun.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tony.
Back to throw. Stroud will complete this one to Collins. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
That's a gain of 8. Present 3rd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 114 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready. At 18. What's that?
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken around the 12. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
It's a gain of
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Hey,
A give up the middle to Carter.
And he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Oh, right. 118. That's it.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And all the way down to 39. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Sheds off the tackle.
Still on his feet.
That he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
118. Outside.
Stroud out of the gun here. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah! There we go. Wide. What do you think?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Yeah! Here we go. Wide. What do you think?
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.